Uprider Nation, this is John coming at you with the second ever edition of Fandemonium. Yeah, you begged for it, you tweeted, Facebook, and Google Plus about it, and here it is. Well, Google Plus, who does that? We were live on location this time in the basement of Mr. and Mrs. Massey's house. Yes, rumors are true. I'm doing this from my parents' basement. Yes, I have no life. Thanks for asking. Ratings were apparently so good that we got renewed through the month of October. So don't congratulate me, congratulate yourself. Pat yourselves on the back for your one view. You made the difference. We'd also like to thank our new sponsor, our good friends at Coca-Cola. You came through, made this second episode possible. So ums and ahs aside, let's do this. One thing I learned from first Pandemonium is I have a terrible voice, so bear with me. Going on with another edition, enthralling edition of Canada's favorite YouTube phenomenon, where I answer your exhilarating and sometimes, I gotta admit, awful and uninformed question. Set, hot! So the first question comes from Logan. He asks, he obviously wasn't reading one of my last posts where I said I wanted nothing to do with Tiger, Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, or the Bombers, but he's not listening. But hey, you asked for it, you got it. He would like to know, would you rather eat 5 gallons of Tiger in one sitting, go to a Nicki Minaj concert, be kissed by the Biebs, or cheer for the Bombers loud and proud at the Labor Day game? Anyways, if you guys don't know Logan, the rumors are true. He is a Bombers fan. You know, everyone can send your sympathy cards to at Pizzer underscore 13. Give him a tweet. He needs it. Logan, get better soon. Better days ahead. Anyways, eat 5 gallons of Tiger in one sitting. You obviously don't know one of my childhood scarring moments. Well, here, let's get into some background. My parents pinching pennies when I was a little kid via minimum wage. One was a janitor, one was working the till at McDonald's. And we only got to go to the ice cream shop once a year. And I was all stoked about this. This is October. Finally comes around, like, Kate, you can go to the ice cream shop. This is your lucky day. I go there, I see Tiger in the window, and I'm stoked. I'm like, this is all a kid could ask for. Take 2 scoops of Tiger, take one lick, and childhood scarred. And that is one of the lasting impressions of my childhood. I don't remember anything after that except for anything that happened after the age of 16. So if you're suggesting I have some Tiger, I take it that you don't really like me, but you know, we can move on. We can get past this. With that, we'll go to Would You Rather Be? Go to a Nicki Minaj concert. No, Logan. I've not had the incredible urge to gouge my eyes out with steak knives, but when I do, I'll definitely take up that offer and go to the Nicki Minaj concert with you. I know you're a big fan. See, be kissed by the Biebs. Do I look like a 16-year-old girl? You wouldn't notice, but you know these sideburns. 16-year-old girls or girls in general cannot grow sideburns like these unless you're working the till at 7-Eleven. So you know what? I'm just gonna pretend that question didn't happen. We'll go to DO. Cheer for the Bombers loud and proud at the Labor Day game. You know, good information. I did do that, and we all know how that turned out. Um, we all know how that turned out for you. So, any more suggestions? I suggested you this Sunday to go on to the good side, and it'll be better. You'll have a better Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, and with that, there's one last question. It is this one worth answering. Your thoughts on the Paul La police firing, and can you see him headed back to Saskatchewan sometime in the near or distant future? Well, the Paul La police firing, one word, you can say that I think of it, stupid. Paul Place was not the problem. He's a great football man. He knows what he's doing. He got the team to the Grey Cup last year, and after a few bad games, they were playing good in their last two games. They were about to pull it out. They were a couple plays away from going on a two-game win streak, and they don't have to do it. So what do we do? Yeah, let's just fire the coach. Give him one beer. Easy solution. Well, obviously not, because I don't know if you noticed, but you didn't score a single point last week with your new up-and-coming head coach. What's his name, Tim? Yeah, his name doesn't even come to me right now. But do I think he's going to come back to Saskatchewan? I hope so. He was with Saskatchewan 3 years ago as an offensive coordinator, and he did the job well. He got them to the Grey Cup. Lasting images was him throwing his headset after the 13th infamous 13. I gotta remember to look at the camera here. But I hope they do. I don't think they will. Um, I think he will end up as a head coach somewhere else. But Ballmer's terrible decision. You're gonna regret this. I don't even know if you're gonna win another game the rest of the year. That's how bad it looked. It's just an easy way out. Let's fire the coach. And obviously the team liked playing for him, but obviously not the way to go. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, tweet me with something very scathing. I'm all ears. And with that, I'll leave you with the trending knock knock joke. Actually, I don't know. I possibly could have thought this one up myself. Knock knock. Who's there? Winnipeg Blue Bombers coach Tim. Winnipeg Blue Bombers coach Tim who? Exactly. Ah! Yeah. With that, we'll go into our second question. What do you think? This comes from Gary, and as far as I know, he's not a Blue Bomber fan. So, what do you think of the Riders' new additions of Greg Carr, Joe Lobendon, and Diamond Ferry? Were the Riders right in getting rid of Nick Graham and bringing in Sandro DeAngelis when Chris Neal was struggling? That's a loaded question. Anyways, what do I think of the additions of Greg Carr, Joe Lobendon, Diamond Ferry? I think they were good. I don't think they're gonna make that much of a difference in the long run. I think they're just short-term solutions. Players that were in the place of Lobendon and Ferry at the linebacker position, they clearly weren't ready. They were too young. They seemed to be overwhelmed at the position. Bringing in that veteran presence, hopefully is going to settle things down, give the young guys something to play for, make sure that they have players breathing down their necks so that they perform each week. I think that's more what they were trying to do there with the addition of these guys. They aren't the players that they were a couple of years ago when they were in their prime, but the only reason that they're not employed is because there's only 8 teams, and how many linebacker positions? Starting positions? 20 some. So I think they still have something left in the tank, and I think they will make a difference down the stretch. Greg Carr, part of me wants to jump up and down and scream and jump for joy. Another part of me says, times he can be a dominating force. Other times he's terribly mediocre. Awkwardly tall, but that size makes him a huge threat. He's got great speed, but he just is not a consistent game breaker. Hopefully, what they didn't give up anything. They gave up an offensive line that wasn't going to play for them anyway. So I'm quite okay with it. It might be the threat they need to complement Dressler, but we'll see. Were the Riders right in getting rid of Nick Graham? Definitely, this guy couldn't cover a receiver to save his life. He repeatedly got burnt on the pump fake, and I'll tell you a little bit of a story. A couple weeks ago, on my way back from Regina, in a traffic jam outside Craig. And sitting next to me in the vehicle was Nick Graham and Paul Waldo. And as I'm staring at them, getting all starstruck, putting on my Rider hat and posing, be like, "Yo, what up? I'm a Rider fan. Holla at your boy." Um, Nick Graham, the vehicle ahead of me drives away, and I'm sitting there like an idiot, looking at Nick Graham. And Nick Graham points to the space ahead of me and says, "Let's go." And his body language did not indicate he was pleased. So you know what? You know what that is? That's karma. You express your displeasure towards me, you're out of a job in 3 weeks. That's how it goes. You know, but all kidding aside, I think he's an average DB at best. I think they can find someone else in there. And good on Taman for not putting up with it. Bringing in Sandro DeAngelis when Chris Neal was struggling. Good move, obviously. Look at the last game, 5 for 5. It's a couple 50-yarders. I think there's no issue there. And oh, also, you noted, Diamond Fairy. The one thing that I like about him, he, most of you might not notice, but he placed third in the CFL's best name contest, um, behind Shadiq Shabazz